Hello. Yeah. Good morning, everyone who all are joining in and who may join later in the session today. I hope that you all are doing good, happy, sound, and healthy at wherever you're taking this session from. So, this is your host, Himanshu Kaushik, and I heartily and sincerely welcome you in this webinar today. So, today we are going to talk about a term, a topic that we've been talking about this for past 10-15 years, but this has come into that, this has become a hot topic in just last I think 3 or 4 years now. And we're talking about artificial intelligence. This artificial intelligence has given a world new way to think and rethink the old ways here. And for this, we have our expert here, Mr. Samrat Patnaik, who is a senior business analyst in AI and analytics at Cognizant. And he's also an educator at Upgrade. He actually manages he's a very experienced management professional, and he has a passion for driving growth and delivering results. And he has a proven track record in building successful campaigns across various industries, and he's skilled in leveraging data-driven insights to create targeted strategies that actually optimize business performance and ROI. So today's topic is basically unlocking the power of AI, application trends and opportunities. And before I request sir to start the session and to help us with the knowledge that we want about this particular topic, now I just want all the participants to know that you can write your questions in the chat box or Q&A box, any query that you have, or at the end of the session you can raise your hand also, so that we can allow you to talk to our expert to have a direct chat session. So with this, sir, now I request you to kindly please take over the screen, and looking forward for an amazing session.
Sure, Himanshi, thank you so much for the introduction and for having me here today. And a very good morning to all the participants. Right, so today we are here for a webinar on artificial intelligence and machine learning and how it is driving the growth in various industries. Right, so we will be discussing all these things in a great detail, and we will then also discuss that what is the job market is presently and what it is going to be down the line 5-10 years. Right, apart from that, we will be discussing few of the use cases and the applications of AI and machine learning that are very much relevant in the traditional companies as well as the new age companies. Right, so I hope it sounds interesting to all of you. So sit back, relax for the next 1 hour and let's get started. So I had a quick presentation for all of you. So I hope that all your doubts, queries related to the AI ML field, right, will be answered with this. So let's get started. So today's topic is unlocking the power of artificial intelligence, and this is the time when the things are getting started. Right, so we will be discussing broadly 5 things. So we will be starting with introduction to AI, where we will understand the basics. Then we will be discussing the benefits of implementing AI. Third, we will be discussing overview of the AI job market and the future vision, how companies are going to hire for this job profile, what will be the demand in the job market. Then we will be discussing few of the case studies and successful implementation and outcomes, right? How the companies are getting to AI, how they are implementing various AI models, AI and ML models into their business, and what is the impact of those things in their business. And then we will be closing the session with a conclusion and a Q&A window. Right, so let's get started with the first topic, that is, so this is the entire structure. Right, now we have heard all of these terms very often along with artificial intelligence. We have heard machine learning, we have heard artificial neural networks, that is known as ANN. We have also learned about deep learning. So like, what all are these things and how they are interlinked, right? So as we know that any techniques that enables machine to solve a task like a human does, right? That is artificial intelligence. And to develop that artificial intelligence, we have to make the machine learn. Now, to make the machine learn, there are few algorithms that allows computers and machines to learn from the examples without being programmed, right? They will be learning it from the past data, patterns, trends, right? And then it is going to predict what is going to happen if they are getting a similar set of data in the future, right? Then we have artificial neural networks. So in artificial neural networks, it works based on how human brain functions. So it's a brain inspired machine learning model. Okay. Then we have deep learning. So a deep learning is a subset of machine learning which uses deep artificial neural networks as models that automatically builds a hierarchy of data representations. Now we have individually understand these terms. Now let us find out how they are interlinked. So as we can see in this diagram, so AI is the broader field encompassing the development of intelligent systems, as we discussed, like the way we humans approach any task. So machine learning is a subfield of AI, right? That provides algorithms and techniques for machines to learn from the data or learn from the insights and patterns. Now, machine learning, when we are making the machine learn to act like a human, right? So now machine learnings need artificial neural networks. So they often use ANNs to build those underlying models, right? So they tend to process the data in a similar manner to how the human brain works, right? So it tries to imitate how human brain thinks, how human brain approaches a problem through various neurons and neural networks inbuilt. Now comes to deep learning. Now deep learning is a specific approach as compared to ANN within machine learning that uses deep artificial neural networks, right? So it also automatically learn and extract patterns and representations from the large amount of data, right? So this is how this entire domain of artificial intelligence is arranged. So to summarize this first slide, what we can say is AI is the umbrella field, right? In which machine learning is the subset of AI that focuses on learning from data. Artificial neural networks are computational models, right, used in the machine learning. So in practice, all these concepts are often overlap and build upon each other to create advanced AI systems capable of doing tasks such as image recognition, then predictive modeling, then natural language understanding, autonomous driving, and many more things. So I hope you guys are now acquainted with these terms, which are like very much relevant these days, along with AI, ML. Okay. Now moving to the next slide. Here we are going to understand the basics, and let us deep dive into what is AI and ML. So artificial intelligence and machine learning are often used interchangeably, right? We have heard many times that AI and ML are called out as a single name, right? So they are used together more often, but they are actually a separate thing, right? They are a separate concept. Okay. So in simplest terms, what we can say, AI is a computer software that mimics the way that human thinks in order to perform complex tasks such as analyzing, reasoning, and learning. Okay. And to act like how human does, we have to train the machine, we have to make the machine learn. So machine learning, meanwhile, is a subset of AI that uses algorithms trained on data to produce models that can perform those complex tasks, which we were just now discussing about reasoning, learning, analyzing, what all things humans can do. So today, most AI is performed using machine learning. So the two terms are often used synonymously, but AI actually refers to the general concept, as I told you, that it is an umbrella concept of creating human-like cognition, while ML refers to only one method of doing so. Apart from ML, there are many more models, which we will be discussing in the upcoming slides. So here we are. So as I was telling, that ML and machine learning is one of the ways of applying AI. So AI is an umbrella term covering a variety of interrelated but distinct subfields. Right. So some of the most common fields you will encounter with the broader field of AI includes machine learning, obviously, then deep learning, then natural language processing, which is also known as NLP, and then robotics. So let us quickly see one by one. So machine learning is a subset of AI, as we discussed, in which algorithms are trained on data sets to become the machine learning models capable of performing specific tasks. Then coming to deep learning, right? So it is a subset of ML again, in which artificial neural networks mimics the human brain. How does a human brain will be approaching a problem, how much it will be getting into depth of that problem to perform more complex reasoning tasks without human intervention. Then we have natural language processing. So it's a subset of computer science, AI, linguistics, and ML focused on creating software capable of understanding human communication, like the way we interact with each other in different languages, right? So we are making the machine also learn those kind of natural language, right? So we need not to program any longer to make the machine learn in various coding languages and all. So it will be able to understand normal human communication, how the humans write their text messages and all these things. Then we have robotics. So I believe everybody have heard about robotics these days. So a subset of AI again, computer science and electrical engineering, focused on creating robots capable of learning and performing complex tasks, mostly in the manufacturing industry, in healthcare, right? We have heard robots doing complex operations in the operation theaters. Then they are also in the manufacturing industry, right? So all these things are the subfields in AI. Okay, so AI is the broader umbrella in which there are types of models or types of fields that we can encounter. So the first one we discussed is machine learning, then deep learning, then natural language processing, and then robotics. Now since we have understood the basics of AI and the subfields in AI, what each of does, like how each one of it is capable enough in its own ways. Now let us discuss that what is the benefits a company can get by implementing AI, right? So let us quickly discuss the capabilities of AI and machine learning. So presently companies in almost every industry, whether it's manufacturing, pharmaceutical, healthcare, then there is supply chain, retail, consumer goods, hospitality. Every industries are discovering new opportunities through the connection between AI and machine learning. There are many such capabilities which AI and machine learning can add, right, in a company's day-to-day operations, and it make it more competitive, make it more innovative. So here we will be discussing just a few of the capabilities right, that have become valuable in helping these companies transform their processes and products. So the first one is obviously predictive analytics, where we tend to predict something based on the past data, right? So every company wants to predict their sales, their customer acquisitions, right? So this capability helps companies predict the trends and behavioral patterns, right? How does the customer going to behave in the next 6 months or in the next 1 year? What will be their sales in the coming quarter or in the coming year? So they tend to find out those patterns and trends by discovering cost and effect relationships in the data. So there are various predictive analytics models like regression, then time series forecasting, classification. We use all these things to find out that what is going to be in the future based on the previous data that we are having. Then we have recommendation engines. Now these days, we tend to get so much of recommendations from all our apps, right? From starting from Zomato, Swiggy, Ola, Uber, Spotify. Every of these companies, every of these applications, they send us so much of recommendations. So how does they do it? How does they decide on a few of the recommendations for these segments of people, right? So with recommendation engines, companies use data analysis to recommend products and services that someone might be interested in. Now, if they send the same recommendations to every of their audience, that is not going to work, right? Because every individual is having different priorities, having different tastes, right? So it is very important to do segmentation, right? And we do the segmentation by clustering again, where we tend to find out what are the similarities in our data. Based on that, we can create segments and or buckets, right, of or the customer groups, and then we send them recommendations, promotions, or we create campaigns for those selected group of customers. Then we have speed recognition and natural language understanding. So what does speech recognition and natural language understanding means? So we just now have discussed that it enables a computer system to identify the words in spoken language or in written texts, right? And natural language understanding recognizes the meaning in written or spoken language, right? Then we have image and video processing. So these capabilities make it possible to recognize faces, objects, and actions in images and videos, and implement functionalities such as visual search. So we have been seeing all these developments happening in the Western countries, where they are very much using image and video processing to track any kind of criminal activities, right? Any kind of monitoring, traffic monitoring, and all these things are very much relevant in the Western countries, and it is gradually also getting into the Indian ecosystem as well. Then we have sentiment analysis, where a computer system uses a sentiment analysis to identify and categorize positive, neutral, and negative attitudes that are expressed in text. Now, we all have been writing our reviews on Amazon, Flipkart, Myntra, Ola, Uber. So do you really think that somebody is sitting there and reading all the reviews? There are like lakhs and lakhs of reviews getting generated every day. So it is not possible to sit and understand what is the sentiment of the person or of the customer. So based on various previous data, various previous reviews, right, a machine is trained to identify that which review comments sounds positive or negative, in which the customer is sounding upset or he or she is very happy with your product or with a service. So based on that, it gives us an estimated proportion that how many review comments sounds happy, how many review comments sounds little upset, right? And those ones you guys can address by reaching out to those customers and understanding their requirements, what made them unhappy, right? So this is how AI and machine learning is helping and like also enhancing the day-to-day operations, quality of the operations, quality of customer service for all these companies. So I hope this is sounding very interesting to all of you, right? So this is like day to day what we are seeing, and we are now studying that what is going on in the backend, and it's all AI and machine learning. So it is now at the nascent stage, but trust me, going down the line, it will be all over, right? And these will be giving us a lot more ways to improve or to enhance our business processes or to make our customers life more easy, more fun. Now let us see the benefits of AI and machine learning. Now in the previous slide we have seen that what AI and machine learning is capable of doing, right? They are capable of doing predictive analytics, recommendations, speech recognition and natural language understanding, image and video processing, sentiment analysis. Now let us see that what are the benefits that AI and machine learning is extending to all the companies, to all the industries. So the connection between artificial intelligence and machine learning offers powerful benefits for companies in almost every industries, with new possibilities emerging constantly. So these are just a few of the top benefits that companies have already seen, and there are like many more which are still in the exploration phase. So the first one is more sources of data input. So AI and machine learning enable companies to discover valuable insights in a wider range of structured and unstructured data sources. Now, since most of the customers are now moved to the digital means, they are using mobile phones, laptops to make orders, purchase things, right? So there are huge amount of data getting generated every now and then. So to discover valuable insights from them have become more easy with these things. Also, the data that are getting generated, right? Those are not always in a desired shape. Those are mostly in unstructured way, right? And not all the data that is getting generated is going to be in use for analysis. Now, to make those unstructured data into structured data, cleaning them, all these things have become very easy with the advancement of AI and machine learning. And that gives us more sources of data input. We can now collect data from multiple sources, and more the data, more analysis we can do, we can get more insights, and that is how it is going to help. Then we have better, faster decision making. So companies use machine learning to improve data integrity and use AI to reduce human error. Now, after all, right, human tends to make some errors at times. Now, since there are so much amount of data, right, there are some chances of human error, right? And also to maintain the data integrity, to make sure that the data that we are analyzing is correct and it has accuracy, it has proper set of guidelines, right? A combination. Obviously, AI and machine learning is going to help us in quick and better decision making, right? Because it is making the data much more better. So it will be easy to get insights from them and to make quick decisions. Then we have increased operational efficiency. So with AI and machine learning, companies become more efficient through process automation, which reduces the cost of operations and frees up time and resources for other important priorities. So there are some industries like manufacturing and supply chain where few of the things are monotonous, right? Which are like a similar kind of job done on a daily basis. So those things can be taken up by automation, right? It will also reduce the human error. It can also decrease the chances of accidents, right? And it will the free up the time that those resources can uh, utilize on other priorities, right? So these are the three of the main benefits which the companies are identifying, and there are many more which are still in the execution phase and will be like seen in the upcoming time very soon. Now let us discuss few of the applications of AI and machine learning, right? Like how industries are utilizing it, right? How it is uh, getting into the grounds of industries, how it is helping the industries. Let us quickly discuss that. So chances are you have used an AI powered device or services in your everyday life, and you have not realized it. Right, so there is a chance for that. So from banking programs that check for shady transactions, right, to automated spam filters that keep your inboxes virus free, and video streaming platforms that recommend shows to you, everywhere we have seen AI doing its work, but we have not realized it yet. So today we are going to realize it. So here are just a few of the ways that AI and machine learning are used every day. So definitely in the healthcare first. So healthcare produces a wealth of big data in the form of patient records, medical tests, and health-enabled devices like smartwatches, right? And then there are like many such devices, medical devices, which captures the data of patients, right? Like pacemakers these days and all. So as a result, one of the most relevant ways humans use AI and machine learning is to improve outcomes within the health and medical industry, right? Now, people have long duration of health records maintained in the hospitals and all. Now to analyze all those things is a very tough thing. Now with the advancement of AI and machine learning, it auto recommend that what the patient is going through, right? Recently Google has also launched their AI advancement in the healthcare space, right? So every company is gradually taking up the pace into these kind of domains, right? So some common applications of AI in healthcare industry includes machine learning models capable of scanning X-rays for cancerous growths, right? It can auto scan the X-rays, auto scan the medical reports, and based on that, it will give recommendations to the patient what is going wrong in the human body. It will benchmark it against a healthy body, so you can get that what is right or what is wrong. Then programs that can develop personalized treatment plans, right? So as I told that every person is a different individual, and they will be getting personalized treatment plans based on their medical reports. AI models can give more prominent treatment plans, and it will also efficiently allocate hospital resources, right? Based on the analysis, based on the previous medical records, it will analyze. So these are few of the things which is going on in the healthcare industry in the AI and the machine learning domain. So hope to see many more such advancements coming in like in the upcoming time. Then we have business and supply chain. So let us quickly see for business first. So we had AI has a significant impact on the world of business, where it has been used to cut costs through automation and to produce actionable insights by analyzing big data sets. So as a result, more and more companies are looking to use AI in their workflows. So implementing AI and machine learning, it will give you human error-free results, and it will also be able to cut costs which are not that much required for a company, right? So they can automate those monotonous kind of operations, right? And also it can produce actionable insights based on the data that the machines are generating, based on the machine requirements, right? That what is the requirement in the market, based on that it will auto schedule the productions and all these things. So according to a 2023 research conducted by New Vantage Partners, 91.5% of surveyed firms reported that ongoing investment in AI, which they saw as a significant disrupting the manufacturing industries, to be precise, right? So like 91.5% manufacturing companies or similar kind of industries are investing in AI. Then coming to supply chain. So supply chains keep goods flowing all around the world. We like Amazon, Flipkart, their products are traveling through such distances every now and then, right? It is first it is getting from the vendors, then it is sent to the customers, then if there is some kind of returns happening, then it is again going back to the vendors. So there are multiple supply chain occurrings that happens, right? So now supply chain is one of the more complex and interconnected field, right? So to ensure that it is all decked up properly, it is efficiently handled, also to ensure speedy deliveries, supply chain managers and analysts are increasingly turned to AI enhanced digital supply chain capable trackings. So it will automatically track where your item is, how much time it will take, what is the shortest duration it can be delivered, then for forecasting the potential delays or potential returns, right? So it is going to save much cost of these companies. So this is how supply chain industry is getting advanced with the AI and machine learning. So this is the entire picture of the supply chain ecosystem, which all these like bigger players like Amazon, Flipkart, then Myntra, Lenskart, Nykaa, all these companies goes through. So there are multiple points at which AI and machine learning can be implemented, and it will help at that particular point. So there are so many operations, so many things that goes beyond a supply chain. We have operational efficiency, we have to be very much sure about the security, then customer data, then speed of the delivery, then scheduling the demand forecasting, right? So all these things can be taken care of by AI and ML, and it will be more integrated, more streamlined, right? Then coming to AI in manufacturing and industries. So I believe that many of you are willing to go into the manufacturing industries right after your engineering. So let us see how AI is going to advance the manufacturing industries. So efficiency is key to success of these manufacturing industries, where the production speed, the production accuracy, right, the error-free results, these are very crucial. So artificial intelligence can help manufacturing leaders automate their business process by applying data analytics, machine learning to make sure that They are able to identify the equipment errors at time before malfunctioning actually occurs, using the IoT analytics and machine learning. Then using the AI application on a device located within a factory, they can also monitor a production machine and predicts when to perform maintenance so it does not fail in between mid shift. Okay, because that is going to be very costly if suddenly the machines break down and it takes long to do the maintenance and the repair. So with these AI and ML models, we will be capable enough to predict that at what time a machine can face a breakdown or it needs a maintenance, right? So we can shorten down the downtime. Then studying HVAC energy consumption patterns and using machine learning to adjust the optimal energy savings and the comfort level. Okay, now these kind of industries used or are like very heavily dependent on power consumptions. So to make the optimal use of energy and the power consumptions, so we can also use AI and ML, and that will be giving us an optimal plan or recommendations to do energy savings or to do any kind of resource related savings. Now let us see that how AI and machine learning is going to help the banking industry. Right. So obviously banking industry is having so much of datas which are like very much crucial, very much privacy required. So data privacy and security are especially critical within the banking industry. So financial services leaders can keep customer data secure while increasing efficiencies using AI and machine learning in several ways. So let us see what all ways they are. So using machine learning to detect and prevent any kind of fraud and cybersecurity attacks, right? So they used clustering and regression, all these models, all these machine learning models to find out if there is any kind of outlier transactions happening or not. So outlier is basically when we are having a certain set of data, based on those data, if any value is very far away from the rest of the remaining values or rest of the remaining data, right? So it helps in finding out those outliers. Suppose in a bank account, if transactions are happening in thousands and suddenly it can detect a transaction that happened of some lakhs and lakhs of rupees, so it can like definitely going to detect it very quickly. Then integrating biometrics and computer vision to quickly authenticate user identities and process documents. Now, there are lots and lots of KYCs and documentations that are required in a banking process. So with the help of AI and ML, it can quickly authenticate user identities and process their applications. So it will fasten down the speed and it will help reduce the uh, reduce the speed of their day-to-day operations. Then incorporating smart technologies such as chatbots and voice assistants to automate basic customer service functions. So that is already there in the market, right? All these banks, and not only the banks, also like many of the other product-based companies, they are having these kind of chatbots and voice assistants where they tend to do the first basic customer service functions to understand their requirements or in which area they need support, so that they can transfer that call or transfer you to the relevant person in the customer support. Okay, so that will shorten down the time to understand the initial expectations of the customers, what they are willing to know, where exactly they are facing problem. So that is definitely going to help these companies address a larger audience in that limited time. Earlier, if like with normal ways, if we can reach out to say 100 customers in 1 hour, now in 1 hour they can reach to 500 customers. So that is an increase in efficiency. Then, so healthcare we have already discussed, right? So this is a nice infographic which shows that in which areas in healthcare AI can be deployed, right? It can be into virtual assistants for staff, automated image diagnosis with AI and ML, personal health companions, right? That will give you personal health suggestions. Then we have oncology, where detecting the cancer with AI. Then robots for explaining the lab results. Okay. Then AI in pathology, right? So there are multiple areas which are getting day by day developed, right? And will be in the main market in like couple of years more. Now, much of the discussion on AI and ML, that what it is going to be in future, what is AI ML, how it is helping the industries. Now, let's get to the most interesting part, right? So, I guess you guys are too excited about this portion of the presentation. That is overview of the AI job market, right? So, at first, we need to understand that why the hype suddenly around AI and ML is there, right? AI and ML was there in the industry for last 10-15 years, as Himanshi was mentioning, but suddenly in the last couple of years, like in the last 3-4 years, why the hype has built around AI and ML? Let us find out the reasons. So that will help us to understand what kind of job prospects can be there in the future. So the first one is growth of big data. Now after the COVID-19 happened, around 80% of the people have moved, or they have increased their screen timings, right? And as a result of which, there is data getting generated at an unprecedented rate, right? It has been estimated that around 2.5 quintillion bytes of data is getting generated every day. Now, so much amount of data, right? And if it is not being utilized, then it's waste, right? So now companies are looking for professionals, looking for resources that can collect, process, and analyze these data to better position their companies with proper insights and with informed decisions. Then competitive advantage. Now, since we know that there is huge competition, there are like multiple players in every domain, in every industries. So AI ML can definitely going to give competitive advantage to these companies, right? By enabling them to identify the trends and patterns in customer behavior, market trends, and operational efficiencies. Now, since these days there is a lot of Gen Zs coming up in the mainstream, where they are using so many applications, so many services and products. Now their taste or their buying behavior gets changed very often, right? Now they are ordering from Zomato. In the next moment, they will switch to Swiggy. Now they are booking the cab through Uber. The next moment, they will be booking the cab through Ola. Right now, to understand the customer behavior, to keep them attached to their companies, they need AI ML and data analytics to find out about the upcoming trends, patterns, what keep them going, what they want, right? So a survey by McKinsey and Company found out that companies that make AI and ML decisions are 5% more productive and 6% more profitable than their competitors. And this 6% more profitable is going to make a huge difference, right? It can generate crores and crores of revenue for those companies. Then increasing demand for data science, AI, ML professionals. So according to the US Bureau of Labor Statistics, AI and ML professionals employment is projected to grow at a 15% from 2022 to 2032. That is much faster than the average for all occupations, for all other profiles. right? So also the Indian data science and AI/ML market is expected to grow at a whopping CAGR of 25% between 2022 to 2027. So congratulations, you guys are at the right time, at the right place. Then obviously there are key industries that are seeing growth, right? They are banking, financial services, insurance, retail, e-commerce, healthcare, manufacturing, telecom. These industries are at their growth peak. So, and they are leveraging the AI and ML to keep it intact and stay ahead in the growth curve, right? So this is one data set from Gartner, which shows that in data science and machine learning, there are so many technologies, there are so many innovations happening, and what kind of things are coming up, and what is the future ahead lying for us. Then let us quickly discuss career prospects in AI and ML. Right, so these are few of the potential roles to consider in the field of AI and ML. So we have AI ML engineer, data scientist, machine learning researcher, deep learning researcher, NLP engineer, AI and ML product manager, AI ethist, AI ML consultant, robotics engineer, AI ML operations engineer, AI ML research scientist. So there are like tons of profiles available in similar kind of domains, right? Whether AI ML, data scientist, data engineer, business analyst. So like there are, even if you go to various job profiles, you can see that the roles are very much there in the market, and they are actively hiring for all these profiles. Then let us quickly see that what exactly these profiles means, right? So AI ML engineer, they develop and implement AI ML models and algorithms, design and optimize systems for data collection and pre-processing. And they work on integrating AI ML solutions into the existing software systems, right? Now, every company is already having their software systems, right? Now, to replace completely, it is going to take a huge amount of time and also resources along with money. So to integrate AI ML solutions in the form of APIs to the existing systems, so they need AI ML engineer who develop the models and the algorithms and designs. Then data scientists, so they analyze large data sets, they apply statistical models, probabilities, permutation combinations, statistics, many of these things to extract insights and build predictive models and collaborate with cross-functional teams to drive data-driven decision making. Then we have machine learning researcher. They conduct cutting-edge research in machine learning, develop algorithms and techniques, publish research paper, and continue to advance in the field of ML. Right? There should be some researcher guys also who will be like setting up the future steps, right? Who will be finding out what more can be done in this space. Then we have deep learning engineer, NLP processing engineer. There are like then we have also one AI ethist. So this one is very unique profile. So they deals with ethical considerations and challenges related to AI technologies. Now AI is gradually becoming more intelligent, more they are acting like humans. So it is very important that there should be ethical foundations, ethical compliances that should be met, right? They should not be getting over to the human behaviors, to the human foundations. So for that, they need to follow ethical considerations. So for that, they have a profile named as AI ethist, who develop frameworks for responsible and unbiased AI and ensure that AI systems are fair, transparent, and aligned with societal values. Okay. So then we had kind of tracked some of the job profiles on various job portals. So here you can see all these openings are already there in the AI and ML space. There are companies hiring for artificial intelligence researcher, senior product manager, analytics consulting, ML AI specialist, right? Data science manager, marketing analyst, data architect, right? So every domain of company is hiring for these guys. Now, this is a sample job description, which where they have mentioned their requirement. So here you can see that it's pretty like pretty sorted descriptions. So here they want you to design, build, and deploy machine learning models and algorithms, work closely with the data scientists to understand their modeling needs, evaluate and select appropriate machine learning models and techniques to solve business specific problems, stay up to date with the latest machine learning techniques, frameworks, and tools, right? So this is all that covers what we have discussed so far. So there are many more sample job advertisements going on, right, of data scientists, their requirements, which are pretty much in line of what we are discussing. And trust me, it is going to increase even more. So these are some of the news coverage by India Today, then Mint, then Career on Campus, which says that AI and machine learning jobs to dominate the Indian job market in future. 69 million jobs to be created globally in the next like 5 years. Then also the Mint report says that Indian job market to grow at 22 PC in 5 years. AI, machine learning among the top roles. Also, the World Economic Forum says that India's top emerging job roles to be AI, machine learning by 2027. So that's a very positive and a very good news for all of you, because you guys are going to graduate, I guess, by 2026 or 2027. Then let us quickly discuss few of the case studies and successful implementations and outcomes of AI. So we are like towards the end of the session. So let us quickly get through these. So these are few of the world-class companies, world-class brands, which have already implemented data analytics, machine learning models, right? So we have JP Morgan Chase. They use data analytics to improve its risk management practices. The bank uses data to model the likelihood of default for its own for its loan portfolio. Now these banks give loans to various companies, various industries, right? Various HNI clients. So they find out that what is the likelihood of default by these people or by these companies, right? So this allows JP Morgan to make more informed lending decisions and reduce its risks of losses. Now, which models they use, which ML models they use? They use probability of default, credit scoring, risk management, supervised learning and classification. Then we have Coca-Cola also. They are using data analytics to optimize its supply chain, right? The company uses data to track product demand in different markets. This allows Coca-Cola to ensure that it has the right amount of inventory at the right places. Right now, these companies are available all across the globe. So they have to be very cutthroat to make sure that their inventory is full enough to meet the customer demands every time. So they use demand forecasting, inventory optimization, supply chain analytics, regression, classification, clustering. All these are predictive ML models. Then we have Century 21. So they are also utilizing the AI ML stuffs. They are facing increasing competition from the online real estate platforms. So the company is using data analytics and machine learning to identify potential buyers and sellers from its website, right? They then create targeted marketing campaigns. As I told you, segmentation. They tend to find out that what kind of promotion will do good with certain kind of customers. So that will be able to attract more relevant customers, and that will improve their customer experience and at then increase the sales. So they are again using customer segmentation, predictive analytics, collaborative filtering, and natural language processing. So then we have into similar applications are also being utilized by Netflix, Airbnb, and Uber. So Netflix uses data analytics to personalized content recommendations for its viewers. By analyzing the data and applying some machine learning, they tend to suggest that which movies and TV shows their users are going to like, right? Or they should be watching it. So leading to increased engagement and customer loyalty. So they are using collaborative filtering, content-based filtering, deep learning, neural networks, all these things. Similar case with Airbnb, they are also using AI ML to optimize its pricing strategy by analyzing the data on customer demand, local market conditions, right? Like which part of the year more number of people will be going for vacations, or they will be leasing out the spaces, right? So Airbnb can adjust its pricing in real time, maximizing revenue and occupancy rates. Then same with Uber, they are also utilizing AI and ML to optimize its ride sharing service by analyzing the customer data and the traffic patterns, driver availability, rider behavior. Uber can predict and manage demand more effectively, reducing the wait times, improving the overall user experience. So they are using clustering ML models, time series forecasting models, and many more. Right. So here we are now at the conclusion slide, where like we are going to discuss what all things we have kind of covered till now. So we have seen that AI and machine learning provides a wide variety of benefits to both businesses and consumers. While consumers can expect more personalized services, business can expect reduced cost and higher operational efficiency. Right? At an individual customer level, AI and ML is very much going to help in meeting the personalized requirements, personalized recommendations. Whereas on a business front or at a B2B front, the companies can expect reduced cost, higher operational efficiency, and many more things. So then we have some data points which shows that it is definitely the hotspot in the present time, and it is going to expand like multifold in the coming years. So it is estimated that in 2022, the AI market size is projected at $136.6 billion. And it is also seen that by 2030, it is going to be $1.8 trillion billion. Right? So that's a huge market size for AI going to be there. So there are some common benefits for businesses using AI and machine learning, which we have discussed. So it is able to quickly analyze large amounts of data to produce actionable insights. It will increase the ROI, definitely, right? When the efficiency is improved, ROI will definitely going to improve. Right. And at the end, obviously, it is going to improve the customer satisfaction for the companies and experiences that can be tailored to meet individual customer needs. So this is it from my side for today. I hope you have enjoyed the session and got some insights. Right. I hope I'm able to develop some amount of interest for AI and ML in you. Right. So I will recommend that please develop your interest, go through multiple sources. There are a lot of resources available on the internet. Study on your own. This is a very, very interesting space, and it is going to rule the market in the coming time.
Right. And indeed, sir, you were able to pull up all the audience because the questions we were getting, I mean, they were talking in the chat box also. So it was really an insightful session, sir. Thank you so much for the same. And sir, we have certain queries from the attendees here. So can I take them up?
Surely, surely. So
Right.
can I stop the screen or should
Yeah.
it be?
No, sir, like whatever you choose, I mean, however you want it to be.
Okay, okay, yeah.
Okay.
Go
So
ahead.
this question is from Avi Varshne. So it says, does AI, that is artificial intelligence, helps to build application also?
Definitely, definitely. It is helping most of the product-based companies which are building applications, softwares, right? Uh, in the fintech space, we have seen many such applications which are utilizing AI to predict what is going to happen. There are many such portfolio share, stock market portfolio applications which kind of help the customers in predicting how the market will react, right? There are many such health care apps, right, which tend to help you with various kind of recommendations. So they are using AI and ML. So it is presently in the market, and in the coming time it is going to flourish even more.
Yeah, definitely, sir. And sir, this is very interesting question from the same student, Avi. So it says, if we try to make a robot warrior which can help our army, is it possible that it can recognize or can differentiate between friends and foes? Like it will not harm our own army, but the opposition. So is it possible? It's very naive and I mean,
Yes, yes. No question is naive. Yeah, it's an upcoming field, and every question is uh, like applicable in this. So see, as I told you that there are some spaces, some areas where it needs to follow the ethics compliance even more, right? So army is one of them. So getting into the army space, getting AI into this particular space needs a lot of government compliances to be followed, needs a lot of research, right? And see, capability wise, it can, but to make sure there is less amount of damage, to make sure that it is foolproof, right? It needs a lot of compliance, lot of government regulations that needs to be followed. So as I was briefing about one profile, AI ethist, right, who makes sure that all the compliances, all the rules and regulations, how much it is going to damage or how much it is going to benefit, it should be all measured risks. So yeah.
I mean, it is possible. I mean,
Yes,
there's
yes.
right.
Technology wise, it is possible, but it needs a lot of compliance, needs that is to be fulfilled.
And sir, with this, we have last question from Arnav. So the question is, can AI evolve itself?
So AI works on the principle of evolving only. So we are having training data and test data. So every time uh, uh, action is getting developed, it will evaluate the response on that. And based on that, it will keep on developing. So as we are telling that AI is going to act like a human. So how does we human improve? We tend to see what we have performed in the past, how we have reacted to a situation, and based on that we improve. So similarly, based on there are like machine learning. So machine learning is a continuous process, so it will happen in the backend. So every time you are seeing an output based on your uh, like liking the answer or not, it will be improving, right? And it is going to enhance day by day more based on the inputs, based on more amount of data. Yeah.
Correct. So thank you so much, sir. And with this, I would want to request anyone, if you have any other question, you can post in Q&A box or the chat box. Okay, Arnav says thank, and participants are thanking you, sir, for this uh, informative session that you've given. And I'm sure that they've also enjoyed the session like I was enjoying the session. And if you have any other question, attendees, you can just write in the chat box or Q&A box. And if not, then, sir, I would want to take your permission to wrap this webinar up. And before that, again, thank you so much, sir, for coming in, for crediting your time here, and for providing, navigating the students through the process of AI.
That is absolutely a pleasure. And thank you all the participants for joining in.
Yeah.
And I hope you have got some insights, and do deep dive into this topic. It is very interesting and you will surely love it. So thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. And thank you so much to all the participants again for joining in, and the questions you've given are really appreciated. So with this, I take your leave and meet you soon in the next webinar. Until then, stay safe and stay healthy. Thank you so much, sir.